Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I'm about 20 miles from the international corporate headquarters. But prior to me seeing this, I owned a small business in downtown Dallas. Any small business owners? That's it? Only got one business owner in the house? Are you serious? Wow. Well, I had been an employee for about 17 years for 3 different companies, and the last 10 years of those 17, I was in the same industry, and me and a couple other guys kept going, man, the big money, where you make the big money is you got to own your own business. So we took about a year to put our business plan together, got our money together, and we launched a company. This is about 8 years ago. So the first time in my life now, I launch a company. I'm a minority partner. There's 3 of us. I open an office in Dallas. I have a friend in New Jersey and a friend in Houston. We get up every morning. We're having conference calls at 7 a.m., and I began to launch my first company. And I built that thing up after about 3 years. I had 17 employees, but I'm working 60 to 70 hours a week. I can't see straight. Even though I'm making pretty good money, I just had no time. I had a commute from Flower Mound where I lived to downtown, about 23 miles there, 23 back. Never got home before 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. Who's got children in here? In the future? I'll tell you what, being home, never got home before 6:30 or 7, so I would usually miss my children's practices and whatever sports they were doing at the time. And I always say this, I wasn't necessarily looking for anything. I had accepted in life to make good money, you just got to go to work. That's what I'd accepted. Someone showed me what you guys just saw tonight. And now I remember seeing this, and when I saw the front half, the travel that you just saw, well, my wife was with me, and we're about halfway through the travel part. She's elbowing me like, we're in. This is awesome. We're in. So I was already in, guys. Just tell you that on the product. We were sold from the very beginning because we had been, since our honeymoon, we had taken at least 1 vacation a year. Always. We felt like we had to get away at least 1 week out of the year just to unwind and get rid of the stress and so forth. So all of week, we came on, bought the product. When I saw the back end, let me just tell you where life was. I sat there and I began to think to myself, is there really any way you could truly buy your life back, work for yourself, and have the time freedom and the money freedom? I remember looking at it going, God, is that real? Because has anybody in here prior to this ever been in network marketing? Anybody honest? Wow, no hands are going up. No one had ever been involved in network marketing outside of this? Wow. Well, let me share with you, I had not either. But normally, if I asked that in the United States, about 1/3 of the crowd's going, you know, why had I never been involved, and why did I get involved here? Then I'll relate back to my story. Everything I've ever seen in this industry is asking you and I to switch something, or here, take this drink or vitamin. I know you didn't need it till I got here, but I think you need it. Nothing against that. That's selling. Ladies Cosmetics, Avon, Mary Kay, all great products, but you have to sell your friend why those cosmetics are better than the ones they can get down the street for less. Nutrition, you're always trying to sell why your ingredients are better, or the doctors have a patent, whatever it is, you're selling, 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 selling. Let me ask you a question. Is Las Vegas, Las Vegas? Is a cruise a cruise? Is the beach the beach? If you could get the guaranteed lowest price and no one switched anything, I looked at this and went, I remember I sat there and went, okay, what's the catch? Why wouldn't the whole world do this? Guaranteed lowest price on travel the rest of your life? I'm in. I don't ask my friends to switch anything. I mean, here's what I'd say right now. Does anyone know anybody who'd like to go on a $69 cruise? Do you think over in Spain, would they rather pay wholesale or retail? In the UK, wholesale or retail? In the United States, wholesale or retail? In Germany, wholesale or retail? There has never, ever, ever been a product in the network marketing industry ever that I'm aware of, please correct me if I'm wrong, that guarantees you the lowest price period or you go for free. Now, has there ever been a product in the world of business that if you go buy the product, you have it, and in the next 7 days you find that same product for less, they'll reimburse your money and give you the product for free? I had never heard of that in my life in business, guys. When I saw they were going to put a marketing plan connected to this, and then I could build 2 sales teams all over the world, override it 24/7 across every time zone, I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the craziest thing I'd ever seen. When I decided I was in, I dove in. Completely dove in. I knew this was my ticket out, because even though I've been making pretty good money, there's 2 things in life. There's a money bank, and there's a time bank. Most people that have money have little time, right? And people that have a lot of time usually don't have much money, because maybe don't have a job. Very hard to get both, money bank and time bank, right? This is the industry, the only industry that I'm aware of that can really give you both, for the most part, but I've never seen one like this at all. I'm telling you, not even remotely close. In the United States, I've had a lot of people try other network marketing companies, did not succeed. But a lot of times it's because they're trying to ask their friends to switch something, or they got in at the wrong time. Did we show the 4 stages of growth up here?
No.
Okay, I will show that tomorrow during a training and so forth. So let me just tell you this. So when I saw this thing, made the decision I was going to do it, I told my wife, I said, listen, I said, honey, if I could get this thing to $5,000 a month, I would sell my business where I was making about $9,000 a month, but I would sell my business to own my life. That's how bad I wanted to sleep in the morning. That's how bad I didn't want to have to go to an office job. So I began to do this on a part-time basis, about 10 to 15 hours a week. And within about 10 months, I got to $5,000 a month, and I thought, man, what would happen if I went full-time? I sold my partnership. They didn't know I was doing it. Sold the partnership, jumped in full-time. Less than a year later, brought the wife home from work. In the last 4 years, you guys, it's been amazing. We take about 8 to 9 vacations a year. We used to take 1. All those vacations are paid for by this company. We now make more money than we've ever made in our life. The company just bought our 2nd vehicle. And I'm not telling you this to brag or boast. I'm saying I had no idea this was going to happen, but all I thought was, I can't be the only crazy guy in the world that would rather pay wholesale than retail.